This chilling tale was shared with me by my very old friend, who was a teacher back in 2003. Let's call her Miss Dimitri. She witnessed firsthand the unsettling events of a school trip to Wispering Woods, where the line between dreams and reality blurred. On a chilly October morning in 2003, Miss Dimitri's third grade class excitedly boarded the school bus for a trip to the mysterious Wispering Woods. The air buzzed with whispers of the woods being enchanted, where the trees could speak if you listened closely. There was a boy, Jamie, known for his wild imagination. As the school bus rumbled toward the destination, Jamie dozed off. In his dream, he wandered off from his classmates along a shimmering path not found on any map. The trees leaned in, their branches rustling secrets. The path led him to a hidden pond, its surface smooth as glass, reflecting a cloudy sky. Jamie leaned over to peer into the water, but instead of seeing his reflection, he saw dark, swirling shadows. Suddenly, the shadows formed a giant whirlpool, pulling him closer. He tried to step back, but the ground beneath him felt like quicksand, sucking him toward the water. With a terrifying scream, he jolted awake. The bus was filled with alarmed faces of his classmates. Between heavy breaths, Jamie recounted his nightmare. The mood shifted. The excited chatter turned into anxious whispers. Upon arrival, the class hesitated but followed Miss Dimitri along the marked trail. As they walked, Jamie noticed the familiar glittering path from his dream. "That's it! That's the path from my dream!" he exclaimed, pointing. Their curiosity took over, and they went off to explore. The path led to the exact pond Jamie had described. It lay serene, but now it seemed eerie, almost sinister. The children felt a chill in the air, and the trees around seemed to lean closer, as if watching. Terrified and remembering Jamie's dream, Miss Dimitri decided it was the best not to tempt fate. "Let's head back, kids. Some stories are better left as mysteries," she said with a nervous laugh. The class quickly agreed, and they hurried back to the bus, leaving the path and its dark secrets behind. The ride home was silent. Each child lost in thoughts of the pond that almost seemed to call out to them, just as it had in Jamie's nightmare. Everyone was relieved that the frightening school trip was over, but none of them realized it was just the beginning. After returning from Wispering Woods, each child started to hear whispers, soft, insistent, and unnervingly clear, whenever they were alone, near trees, or even in their own backyards. Each whisper carried the name of a child, echoing through the leaves with a chilling persistence. A few days later, the child whose name had been whispered disappeared without a trace. Days turned into creeping terror. The first child to disappear was Emma. A name had been called from the whispering winds that rustled through the playground trees. She vanished on her way home from school, leaving behind only a dropped school bag and a trail of unease. Panic spread as parents tightened their grips, but the whispers didn't stop. With each passing day, another name was called, and another child vanished without a trace. The community was engulfed in fear as the disappearances continued. Children were kept indoors, and the once beloved park lay deserted. Its trees were a reminder of unseen danger. The police launched a thorough investigation, questioning everyone and combing through the forest. The search teams were deployed. The flyers were distributed, but no leads or evidence were found. Even with parents keeping a tight watch, something sinister still managed to snatch the children away. No matter how closely a parent watched, it only took a blink, an instant, when eyes turned away, and a child would be gone. Gone, as if they had vanished into the thin air, leaving no trace behind, except a lingering whisper caught in the wind. It was as if the whispers themselves were playing a cruel game, one where looking away meant losing forever. This mysterious force seemed unstoppable, reaching its invisible hands into the very homes of the terrified people. One by one, all the children were gone, until none of them were left. And with the last of them, Miss Dimitri disappeared. The disappearance of the lonely teacher left unnoticed. The tragedy of the missing class took over the town. In a desperate attempt for answers, the authorities examined all items associated with the trip. The final piece of evidence they uncovered was a chilling photograph from that horrifying trip. But instead of showing the smiling faces of the children, each child appeared as a smudgy, dark shadow. I've heard that the investigation is still going on, but the whispers in the woods and the fate of the children remains unsolved.